Hey, it's Dean again, your favorite mechanic. Still not selling anything, just handing out the kind of insider intel that usually stays in the shop. Look, people always go over what not to do with Hyundai. Yeah, we've got that all down. But what if I told you there's a whole other level to this little relationship? A level that involved little secret moves, hidden features, and just downright clever tricks that make your everyday driving a lot safer, smoother, and just plain safer. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that not even the dealerships care to mention. I've gone elbow deep, grease all the way up to my face in more Hyundais than I can count for over 15 years. I've seen the mistakes, obviously. But I've also seen the moments of genius from owners who've unlocked all the secrets to their rides. So today, I'll be sharing the rarest and most genius hacks only experienced Hyundai drivers know. And you don't want to miss Hack 7 because it can help you find the car if it somehow goes missing. Hack 1. The panic brake light. Blink. You know how, when you stomp on your brakes in an emergency, your brake lights just stay lit? That bright red stop to the guy right behind you who's texting and driving. Well, it's good, but not just great. At least not in your Hyundai. You see, on newer models, I'm talking from the mid-2000s downward, if you stop hard enough to trigger the ABS. That pulsing feeling in the pedal, your car does something different, something brilliant. Your hazard lights will automatically flash like crazy for a few seconds. I've heard folks talk about this like it's a glitch, but it's not. This is a built-in European-style emergency signal, often called an emergency stop signal, or ESS. It's a universal, blinking lights language that screams emergency deceleration way more effectively than a static light ever will. I once had a couple pull up to the shop in their Hyundai Palisade. They were actually worried about some electrical malfunction. Apparently, during a near miss on the highway, their hazards came on by themselves and then turned off. The person right behind them complained about their hazard lights blinking like crazy. So they were worried it was short and brought it in. I can still remember the relief on their faces when I explained it was a safety feature, not a flaw. They left feeling like their car was smarter than they thought. Well, it usually always is. Now, this feature doesn't even need you to activate it in any way. Just whenever you get up to 25 miles per hour and you need to stop real quick, slam the brakes hard and fast. Don't pump them, stomp hard enough to engage the ABS. Next up, watch and listen. As you feel that pulsing feeling under your feet, the person driving right behind you will see the blinking of your hazard lights. That's your Hyundai, watching out for you and whoever is behind. Because in a true panic stop, you can't wait to think. So, yeah, your Hyundai does the thinking for you. The next hack is more about convenience than safety. Do you know about Hack 2, the hold to close all windows sunroof trick? We all probably know the classic party trick. Hold the unlock button on your key fob to roll down all the windows and open the sunroof on a hot day. I once saw a kid use it to woo a couple of girls one summer. It's a great feature, no doubt. But what about its counterpart? Now, that is a little trick only the 1% of the 1% of experienced Hyundai drivers know. Here's how it goes. The global close function from the fob is often disabled from the factory. Dealers can activate it, but they usually don't unless you ask. However, you can often do it yourself with a little calibration trick. Listen up now, because you can't even find this in the manual. So try this. Get in the car. Close all windows and the sunroof completely using the individual switches. Now, with the ignition, locate the driver's window switch. Pull it up to close the window, but keep holding the switch in the up position for like 5 to 10 seconds after the window is sealed shut. You might hear a faint click from the door. Do just that for the sunroof switch. Hold it in the tilt-up position for several seconds after it's fully shut. Do you know what you've just done? You've successfully recalibrated the car's body control module. This recalibration often reactivates the fob's global close function. Now try it. Get out. Lock the car with the fob. Then, press and hold the lock button. If you did it right, all the windows should rise, and the sunroof should seal itself shut. Now, you no longer have to walk back in your car under the rain or crazy sun because you forgot that the passenger window or sunroof was cracked. This has been hidden for liability. No one would want a kid or pet accidentally getting trapped by a closing window via the fob. So, be very responsible with this one. Hack 3. The fuel door manual release. Let's set the scene real quick. You've got to get the little ones to school, but you're low on gas. So you get to the gas station for a quick top-up. You push the little fuel door. Nothing happens. You get back in the car, press the electronic release button, usually near the hood release. You hear a weak clunk, or worse, you hear absolutely nothing. Your fuel door just won't budge. So now you're staring at a near-empty tank, a pump you can't use, and kids in the back seat who should be in school. Panic sets in. In this little scenario, your next move would be to call a tow truck or even try wedging a screwdriver past the fuel door. P.S. Please don't, but I've got a better solution for you, and it's a little secret no one tells you. You see, in almost every Hyundai sedan and crossover, there's a physical manual release cable for the fuel door, like a secret hatch in an elaborate escape room. This hatch is usually tucked high up on the inner left side of the trunk lining. The side the fuel door is on, near the back of the rear seats. You might need to peel back some of the trunk fabric or felt. You're looking for a small black plastic tab or a cable with a little handle, often with a gas pump icon on it. Once you see that little guy, give it a firm pull. And always, like clockwork, the fuel door pops right open. Now, you get to fill up, get your kids to school on time, and most importantly, you should definitely get that electronic release switch looked at. Truth is, this is mainly for emergencies, and that's why it's kept hidden. These engineers don't want you yanking it for fun and breaking it. But having it is the difference between a 5-minute delay and a 3-hour roadside assistance nightmare. I've got a little story. I used to know a delivery driver in an older Sonata. He was in my shop every other month. You know, he's a delivery driver, so he used his car a lot. One winter, his fuel door froze shut. The electronic release was dead, and he was running out of time. He was ready to rip that door open with his bare hands. He ends up calling me, and I put him through what he should do instead of running his Sonata's fuel door. He bought me a coffee every time he saw me after that. Hack 4 is for people who want an extra bit of discretion, you know what I mean? Hack 4. Secret compartment mode. I've got a little something for the folks who still need an extra layer of space in their cars. A little space we can all call our own. We've all been there. I have this wrench my wife never allows me to keep in the car. It's taking up space, she says. Well, that led me to learning all about this secret compartment. Hopefully, she never watches this video. In many Hyundai sedans like the Sonata, Elantra, or even the Azura, the rear center armrest has a ski pass-through to the trunk. Basic stuff. But there's a second layer. Pop the trunk. Look at the back of the rear seats, where they meet the trunk space. You'll see a flat, carpeted panel, the rear parcel shelf. On many models, the section of this shelf directly behind the rear armrest is removable. There's no handle, no obvious latch. You have to push up on specific corners or feel for clips. Once you get it out, you reveal a direct hidden chute into the cabin, behind the armrest pass-through. Now this space isn't for hauling anything heavy, no. It's a perfect, discreet spot. Stash a small emergency bag, your laptop on a road trip, or any valuables you want out of plain sight from someone peering through the windows. It's not as obvious as the glove box or center console. To a thief doing a smash and grab, it basically doesn't even exist. This is often a byproduct of manufacturing, an access point for wiring or sound deadening that they just cover up. But to an experienced driver, it's a secret safe. Hack 5. The defrost that clears your side mirrors. Automatically. I love wintertime, but I've got to admit, it comes with its own hassles. Everyone has got to deal with a frost-covered car at some point. You finally scrape the windshield, get in, and hit the magic button. The rear defrost. The lazy zigzag lines on the back window start working. But do you know that your side mirrors clear up as well? You see, on the vast majority of Hyundais, that same rear defrost button is a master switch. It triggers the heating elements in your side mirrors. They don't get their own dedicated button. They're secretly tied to the main one. You don't have to awkwardly lean out the window with a glove in hand to wipe them, or drive the first few miles with a blind spot. That little inconvenience has been cleared up. So how do you test whether this is the case for your Hyundai? Well, there's no recalibration to do here, really. You don't have to activate this feature. Your Hyundai either has or it doesn't. So, on a cold, dewy morning, just touch your side mirrors a minute after hitting the rear defrost. If you feel the warmth, you're golden. If you don't though, get ready to wipe them clean. It might seem like a small thing, but that's the thing about driving. A small thing like clear mirrors can prevent big accidents. You don't find this little hack in your manuals. Well, that's probably because they assumed we'd all figure it out eventually, but most never do. The next hack can save you from an everyday trip to the mechanic. I'm talking about Hack 6, speed dialing your secret service menu. Did you know that unlike what your dealerships or nearby mechanic tell you, you don't always need a $5,000 diagnostic scanner to see some of what your car sees? Why? Well, because your Hyundai has this hidden engineering menu. Call it a backstage pass to its own brain, if you will. Want to see your real-time coolant temperature? Even more accurate than the dummy gauge on your dash. Transmission fluid temp, battery voltage, alternator output. This service menu has got you covered. Let me give you the lowdown on this nice little secret. So, try this. With the car engine still running in the on position, navigate to the trip computer screen in your dashboard instrument cluster, the one that shows your MPG or range. Now, press and hold the OK or reset button on the steering wheel for 5 to 10 seconds. Like a cheat code in a video game, the screen should change. In real time, you'll be looking at a list of alphanumeric codes or a simple menu with readings. This should be able to tell you a whole lot about your Hyundai's present condition. There's one teeny tiny warning though. This is a strictly look don't touch menu. Do not reset or change any values you don't understand. Yeah, mechanics can be cheats, but they at least know what they're doing. You, however, don't. You're not there to fix anything, you're there to observe. Seeing that your coolant temp is a steady 195 degrees Fahrenheit on a long climb, not creeping toward 230 degrees Fahrenheit, is incredibly reassuring. Seeing a healthy 14.2 volts from the alternator tells you your charging system is happy. This is hidden because, face it, this kind of data on a plate can confuse or worry the average driver. But for the curious owner, it's a portal into your car's health. I have this one customer, a regular at my shop too. He has a Sonata Hybrid. He's a retired engineer with a thing for efficiency. Whenever he comes in for a checkup, he has his pen and pad with him. His pad holds a record of all the data you could possibly need to diagnose a possible issue with his car. He'd often compare records with his secret menu. Great guy. Now for the hack that could help you find your car. Now for Hack 7. The Find Me in the Parking Lot, Light Show, and Horn Mute. We've all done that frustrating parking lot game of hide and seek, clicking the lock button over and over, listening for the horn, squinting at rows of identical silver SUVs. Once got into this after a Sox game at Fenway Park. It was so annoying that I had to find something much better. And yep, there sure is. Let's start with the visual beacon. On most Hyundais with auto lights, if you press the trunk release button on your key fob twice quickly, it will often trigger the interior dome lights to turn on and stay on for 30 seconds. On some models, it also flashes the parking lights or turns on the puddle lamps. It's a glowing X marks the spot in an ocean of identical rides. Well, there's also the opposite of all this. You see, sometimes you want to go stealth. Coming home late to a sleeping family or a quiet neighborhood. You don't need your car shouting beep beep to confirm it's locked. Hyundai actually heard us and engineered a little stealth mode feature. On many models, you can silence the horn confirmation. Press the lock button on the fob once to lock the doors. Lights will flash. Then immediately press and hold the lock button again for about 2 seconds. The lights will flash a second time, but the horn will remain silent. You've successfully told your Hyundai, "Shh, we shouldn't even be out this late." The horn mute, as great as it is, can be a liability feature. The feature is meant to be loud for security, but now, you, the owner, have been given an out. A way to shut it off temporarily because it resets to loud on the next lock cycle. Hack 8. The dead key fob trick. I don't know if you've had to deal with your key fob battery being deader than a doornail. Well, I've been there, and let me tell you, it can be a hassle. You'll get to try pretty much everything, but the car just won't recognize it. Rather than panic, I've got a trick that's sure to work. I'm going to break this trick down into 3 steps. Write all of this down, would you? Step 1. Using the physical key blade on your fob, unlock the driver's door. Step 2. Hop into your car. Now, what I'm about to tell might not seem important, but trust me, it is. Put the dead fob in the cup holder or center console. Your Hyundai still needs to detect its RFID chip, even if the battery is dead. And this is how. Step 3. Here's the true secret. Look at your push-to-start button. See the flat surface? On most Hyundais, you can use the key fob itself, or more reliably, the metal key blade, as a conductive tool. Take the key blade out. Now, press the blunt end directly against the push-to-start button and push. Hold it there for a second. Do you know what you've just done? You've just completed a capacitive circuit the car uses as a backup. It's almost like you're in a conversation with your ride. You're telling it, sure, the remote is, but here's a physical proof it's in the car. Now start. The engine should turn on. I can count how many of my customers this trick has saved from a crazy tow bill. Why is this a secret? Well, what do you think? It's a failsafe, and failsafes are never advertised, they're for emergencies only. Hack 9. One-touch turn signal for lane changes. You know the convenience of pushing the turn signal lever part-way for a 3-blink lane change. It's perfect for most merges. But you're not going to tell me you haven't been on an extra long highway on-ramp or need a few more seconds of indication. That's where this feature comes in. You see, that number isn't set in stone. It's software, which means, of course, you can change it. So dig into your settings menu on the dashboard cluster or the main infotainment screen. Look under Vehicle Settings, Lights, or Convenience. You'll often find an option for one-touch turn signal or lane change signal flashes. You can usually toggle it between 3, 5, or 7 flashes. I set mine to 5. You should, and feel the difference. It's a more complete communication to drivers around you. Yeah, it's a tiny adjustment, but it makes you feel more in control. And it's been right there the entire time, just buried in menus most people never explore. These aren't party tricks you should try when you get bored of your car. They're your Hyundai's hidden toolkit. The ingenuity of engineers who sat down and thought 3 steps ahead. It's almost like they left little Easter eggs for the drivers who pay attention. So go try one this weekend. Pop that trunk and find your fuel door release cable. Recalibrate your windows. Peek into the secret menu. Be the owner who knows their ride like the back of their palms. Your Hyundai's got more layers than an onion, and now I've just handed you the knife. You're welcome.